And dickhead when you cornered me in the parking lot the other night? Anyway, looked over your proposal. Not gonna pretend I understand any of it, but the answer is no. We're gonna pass on your big game idea.
What? He said no? That was our chance to be in our own video game.
Maybe we shouldn't have written the proposal in crayon. Relax.
Rogue, there's no time to explain. We gotta suck face like there's no tomorrow. Oh, I'll be gentle and darling. Hey! It's time to go boom. Phew! That's what happens when you mix C4 with a bean burrito.
Now, I'm not really one for superhero video games. I've really only played the Batman and Spider-Man, and I guess, well, Deadpool now as well. However, Deadpool takes everything about a typical superhero game and throws it straight out the window. Released in 2013 by High Moon Studios for PS3, 360, and PC of course, Deadpool was subject to pretty good reviews, getting a 4.2 out of 5 by reviewers. Now, the most interesting part about this game is actually the main reason I wanted to cover it. I bought this game way back in 2013 for like 20 bucks or something, and then the other day I thought to myself, damn, that game was fun, I'm gonna try play it again. Only to find that the game has been removed from Steam and copies were selling on the aftermarket for upwards of 300 bucks. Luckily, I still had the game in my library. The game was removed once way back in the day for licensing reasons, and then again in 2017. Apparently Marvel's licensing policies didn't line up with Lord Gaben's. Not the most interesting reasoning in the world, but still kinda cool that the game is somewhat rare nowadays. The plot is quite simple. Deadpool pitches his idea to make his very own video game, starring him obviously, and is promptly rejected until he does a bit of, well, let's say convincing. Deadpool finds himself up against a plethora of bosses such as corrupt media mogul Chance White, and other characters from the comics such as Rogue and Sinister. We even get an appearance from Wolverine. The story is typical good guy, bad guy stuff, but it's done in a comical fashion. Deadpool is his usual degenerate self, cracking jokes and making fun of everything he comes into contact with. Oh, and he also loves babes. The game has tons of babes. The game has a simple beat-em-up feel to it combat-wise. I'd compare it to something like, well, probably Devil May Cry. High speed, over-the-top combat. Deadpool is equipped with dual katanas as well as dual pistols. However, these can both be swapped out once you upgrade to more powerful weapons, such as dual Uzis, dual shotguns, and even akimbo sledgehammers. Overall, however, combat is pretty simple. Other than a few finisher moves you can perform, the combat revolves mainly around spamming the attack button and pressing the counter button every once in a while to teleport away from enemies' hits. There are a few boss battles that switch up combat a little bit, but nothing crazy, mainly you just need to change your technique. The main appeal to Deadpool is that rather than taking itself seriously, it goes completely over the top with stupidity and comedy and makes light of whatever other superhero franchises take seriously. For example, most of the enemies in the game are so hard to hate or really hard to want to kill because Deadpool just memes the living shit out of all of them. But thing is, the gameplay is so fun and funny, I really don't think there has to be any type of typical antagonist-protagonist rivalry bullshit. The game is straight to the point and doesn't take itself too seriously. That's why I love it. 4.3 out of 5.
Here we go.
Later, dickhead.
One quick thrust.
Surprise! Ha! Got the little bitch this time, didn't we?